Next will be Tommy, who will tell us a story about water as well, a different form of water.
All right. Hi, my name is Tommy Dominguez, and a little context for this story is this takes place in my junior year of college. And before that, freshman year, I was in the COVID era, so I had no college experience then. Sophomore year, I commuted back and forth in my house, but then I met my best friend, Tonio. And through that, we decided junior year to move out in our own way, move out to the dorms. And you know what that means, real independence, woohoo, while actually being commuting back and forth from well, staying there just for a week. In reality, I'm going back there on my weekends to my house, chilling there. But besides the point, like I was hyped up. I was like, finally, I'm living the college experience. And because of that, and the reason I was super hype is I'm a hyper introvert. In high school, I was like very shut in, and like COVID did not help that either. So it was a big time for me. And the first week we have this thing called Minor Palooza, where it's like a big tailgate for all the incoming freshmen, all the incoming people. Even though I was a junior, my friend was like, "Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go." I was like, "Oh, maybe, maybe not." And then the day of it, he was like, "Text me, come on, Tommy, come on, you gotta come." I'm like, "Sure." Little context of like why he was telling me to go that day, especially pushing me. Turns out it was drizzling, and we're both assholes to each other. He wanted me to get wet like him. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, I didn't know that beforehand. When I found out, I tackled him. And again, I love the dude. So there's that. But yeah, and another thing is a friend of ours, Kay from the anime club, she was going to go with us. He didn't know Kay was going. So as we were going, it was drizzling. And when it started drizzling, it started pouring. And God bless her soul, me and her started getting wet, and we were forced to we were all forced to go into the union building. And when that was happening, we met a fellow friend named O, and we didn't know him that well, but we were like, okay, let's group together and like just chill, wait for something to happen. I was texting, hey homie, to Tonio, what's going on? He's in fraternity, so he should know what's going on. And then find out, boom, the event got canceled. So we were forced to go back to the dorms. And I was like, okay, Kay, she had her dorms, but since O was living off campus, he had to wait to be picked up by his parents. And I was like, okay, I'll just take O to the dorms and chill with him there. This is the first time ever I had someone by myself in the dorms that wasn't Tonio. I was like, how am I going to talk to this person? And I was like, oh, okay. Put on some anime, do something. And I realized, dang, I'm hungry. And when a big man's hungry like me, I'm like, okay, I need to find something to eat. In the fridge, there was nothing, nada. I was like, okay, look. Oh, thank God, Tostino's pizza rolls. I was like, I'll just share some with but I realized it was only like a quarter of the bag left. That wasn't gonna feed both of us, but I was like, all right, I'll just bite the bullet, heat up some pizza rolls for us. We watch anime, but it was starting to blank out. Like how I'm blanking out right now. I was like, oh, okay, what to talk to him, like just chatter. And then luckily he was able to get picked up safely, and then I was left alone. Tonio was out with his fraternity. I was by myself, and I realized I'm alone. Usually I would be in O's shoes going off with my parents, but I'm just soaked, I'm cold, and I realized like, hey, I don't have my sister to talk to, I don't have my dad to talk to, I don't have my mom to talk to. They'd be talking crap to me like, huh, you got soaked, but no one's there. And I called my mom. She was worried because like I texted her the rain was hitting hard. I didn't tell her I was feeling lonely. I just wanted to hear her voice. And then the call ended, and then I just stewed in my thoughts. I was like, man, the rain kept on pouring, and I was just like, huh, things are changing. I didn't know how to feel about that. Luckily, Tonio came in before like I went full depression mode, and like I tackled him, saying what the heck, and then we wrestled around before going to McDonald's. And the next day, Minor Palooza came, had a good time. But I want to thank the rain for that. Like looking back at that event, it taught me things are changing, but I can deal with those changes. They're gonna be messy, because like right now, right, I'm in Denton. I'm away from my home. I have no way to commute back to my parents. So I'm just off here. But I learned how to deal with change and like not just accept it, but also be like, hey, I got this. I can handle this. So yeah, that's pretty much it with my story. And the moral lesson of this is always check the weather forecast.